internets are working. Everyone say hello. Audio is good.
Hi, internet.
Hello, audio is good.
Thank goodness the
Hello.
audio, something's working this week. Fantastic. All right, we're going to just jump right into it. We are a couple of minutes late, but I did need to digest all that food that I ate like 5 minutes ago. So I was no quorum that you were.
By the way.
Yeah,
Same.
no quorum that you guys, some of you got the, in quote, late. Glass said he was going to be late. No, he wasn't. He was on time per usual.
I said I might be late.
Mm-hmm.
He's a liar. Lynch him.
Whoa.
I don't know about that. That seems a little extreme.
Okay.
Was quite extreme.
Okay. What's less extreme than that? I got nothing.
We gotta force him to eat a gallon of ice cream.
Oh my god.
Can I take the lynching instead?
No. We want you to suffer. Okay?
You went for the prolonged torture instead. Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely. Good lord. Yeah, you gotta be in that bathroom for 2 days. Okay, so let's just jump in. So last session, you guys woke up after doing this amazing freeing almost the city of some really bad Lutheria cultists and them doing some really bad stuff to kids, unfortunately, in terms of like killing them, not like the other thing. Afterwards, like lynching, yeah. Fuck that shit. It's horrible. Afterwards, then the morning after, you guys were gonna start heading your way to the pier to locate the egg that was dropped by Arcos during his return to Mythos. But it was during the storm and it was dropped in the sea. But before you guys were able to head off, a missive came and was given to Asimi, requesting his audience as the queen and a need for him to do something regarding his people. Seeing a way to perhaps burn the candle on two ends, helping his people, as well as most definitely throwing a blow to Lutheria, as supposedly she created them. He left the party and to do what he needed to do, something heroic. On the way to the pier, the group came upon a short, spicy young lady named Hesperia, who was also looking for this egg that she had witnessed drop into the sea, and was trying to ask for some help from the sailors, but no one seemed to be cooperative to this little short stack person. The party came upon her, and she looked at the party, seeing that they were the heroes of Thylea, and immediately was like, I'm gonna be a hero, I'm gonna join your group, and fuck y'all, you can't say no. A little bit like what? This little whippersnapper child, Gaia. Gaia. What was I say? Gaia called out to Kira, and Kira appeared. Kira and Hesperia seemed to know each other. Hesperia looking like, "Hey, Kira, what you doing?"
Trump's my trump card.
Just whip it out like, this is my card. Oh, forever win.
It's like, oh yeah, I got a trump card. She's like, I made that card. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, you guys have met Kira? We go way back.
Found that they was some type of relationship in terms of like a protege of some sorts or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but they knew each other. Kira was able to vet Hesperia, which stated the group at this time, but still, new person who dis, don't really trust just yet. But together they were able to dive down into the bay and retrieve not only the egg, but also 20 black pearls that Mythos needed to do something with, regarding a favor. That was situated, that was completed, and afterwards the group decided that it was time to go east. So they they more so were able to find passage on a merchant vessel, where in exchange for passage for all of them, if they were ever to come across any baddies, sea creatures, pirates, or whatever of the like, they would step in to defend and save the day, because that's what they do. Heroes. There was some questions on the egg that Mythos received. He found that the dragon egg has a strange tinge of like this ink-like, this iridescent ink-like sheen over it. But when he touches it, it's kind of like a mood ring where it starts showing a bit of the bronze underneath. No longer did it seem like a regular, in quote, dragon egg. It seemed to have possibly absorbed something that was in the water of the bay, or the rocks, the minerals that were in the water, and a part of the floor, the ocean floor. Seemed to absorb something, not entirely sure. In the end, they had to do this particular, keep the egg alive, I guess is the best way to say it, by not only dousing it in water and feeding it lightning at least once a day. So they did that. Egg seemed happy. Didn't kill it yet. So all's well that ends well. Except for Hesperia, who got haggled a little bit by this, haggard by this one sailor who was like, I don't know this little whippersnapper. I'm not gonna do what she says. But then she slaps him with a little bit of mage hand, and he's like, oh yeah, she's my new wifey. Managed to get pulled away.
If he talks to me again, I'm going to burn him.
Was able to Calder, saving the day, I suppose, by not getting themselves kicked off a ship, was able to pull her away, not only probably saving the sailor's life, but probably also them not being marooned somewhere on a random pit of island land something. And that's where we left off, I believe. Let me go ahead and switch some
Wasn't
stuff.
going to kill him, just introduce him to the water that he was so familiar with.
Okay. So here we have a relatively just like a ship, I suppose, that I was able to quickly put together thanks to certain assets that I subscribe to on Patreon. Thank you so much, Bailey Wiki. And this is called the Croaking Caper. It's the name of your merchant ship that you guys are on. So you can see there are three levels. You have the deck, you have the quarters, and then you have the place that holds the cargo place.
The hold?
Yep, that's the one. Go ahead and give you guys full sight so you guys can see. Yes, there you go. There is no levels here, so if you want to move or whatever like that, just let me just. It's no biggie. But this is going to be your ship for X amount of time, X amount of days. You're not entirely sure. It all depends on weather conditions and what you guys roll. So before we start, I will just go down the line. I need Calder. Oh, you don't have access. Go ahead and... Can you see this? Configure permissions. If you go into the rolling table, rollable tables, which is the fourth one from the end.
The dice.
Yeah, the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
sailing the Cerulean Gulf?
Yeah. Can you open that?
No.
Can't open it. Okay. This is my first time using this. This is very... how about now?
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, good.
What did you get?
Harpies.
I love it. I love this so much. Y'all. Okay. So early morning. There is a cry above on the deck, and you hear harpers. And soon after, you hear two just cacophonies of squawks and scratchy soundies, but then also you guys have dealt with sirens before. The sound of voices, and not voices, the sound of singing and luring. And you know that you're not sure how smart these people are on this ship, but it's time to get into action. So I need y'all to roll initiative.
Right.
Right. Early in the morning, guys. Y'all prepared?
No.
Not too bad.
Oh, I like this new tab where I can choose what map I want to look.
Isn't it pretty? Nope, that's the right one.
Nice. Checks out.
Had all of the things here. That's okay.
Lost a hand.
Sounds really nice. Sorry.
Good save.
Good save. Okay. Making sure I have this up. I wasn't expecting you guys to go straight into a battle, which is super exciting. One moment. So you guys wake up.
Take this to us.
To be fair, you asked me to start.
I did. I did do that.
Okay. If we've dealt with harpies before, would we get a chance to like stuff our? I don't know what we could even use.
I would say you guys have one. You would have a couple of rounds because currently you guys are like just waking up, or aside from Calder, you have you do have like a few rounds if you'd like. You just don't know what would happen above. That's all.
Wait, why do I not have a few rounds?
No, it's because you don't need to sleep. You only have 4 hours.
Oh, in that regard, gotcha.
Yeah, sorry. So, but you guys would have a few hours to get up. You guys would have a few rounds to get up. So you hear the crew, thankfully, majority of them are also waking up. So there's also below deck. There's only a few people that are above deck, the night crew, basically, that have to make sure that they're the lookout and such. Those guys are up there. So probably not many people are going to be taken, if they get taken at all. You don't know how many there are just yet. So you can make your preparations and head upstairs when you are ready.
Yeah. I think Mythos will grab his new longbow.
Oh, we hit that level with Mythos?
Yeah.
Waking up, Hesperia will kind of. I don't think she's like the most elegant riser, right? And stumbles up. So, what's going on? What harpies? Fuck. Just a minute, and like scrambling for her spell book, like getting it in, throwing her robe on. Then she'll pause and just a moment. I need to put on my armor. And she will cast a spell, and anybody watching the result would see like this like phantasmal, like bluish glowing like set of like plate armor momentarily like appear kind of translucent above her before disappearing, and she'll cast mage armor on herself. Before the fight, if we have but a moment to prepare.
Yep, this is just running initiative, but you guys do have like a couple of rounds since you just woke up. But yeah, you see like the people around you are like panicking a little bit as they wake up. They're like, one falls out of their hammock and they're like, harpies, I had a dream. Oh, she was beautiful though. You know, like some of those like weird, just coming out of a dream, not entirely sure, and then some that are just like panicking in a corner, sobbing, and they're kind of like rocking back and forth, and some other ones that are like, oh my goodness, we've done this before, a little bit more seasoned in a sense, where they pick up some javelins and they soon will be making themselves they will soon also make their way up.
Yeah. I think
to
Mythos
explain
might
his-
have like a strip of cloth and like maybe wrap it around his head to like hold his ears down.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so then you would have advantage on any of the checks.
Perfect.
No problem.
Since Calder is naturally resistant to charm effects, in theory anyways, he doesn't really have much in terms of preparation. He'd probably just grab his weapons and start making his way to the deck of the ship.
Okay.
I think to explain some of Hesperia's, like her low, I rolled a 2 on her initiative. I think right before they dart up, she like takes a moment to use prestidigitation to like clean up her hair, like make herself just a little bit more presentable. It's like the rest of the groups are running past.
Taking her
Just
breath.
a moment. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
One second. Gotcha. All right, I'm ready.
Here we go. All right. Had to change the clock there because you guys did have a long rest. All right. Cool. So you guys go upstairs, and so everyone is going upstairs at the same time.
Yeah.
It sounds like Mythos. Calder, the Mythos.
Yeah, and Andromache would go flying up as soon as there's sound of a potential fight.
Y'all ever watch the movie Frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
actually,
niche
you know-
movie.
You know the scene where Anna has to wake up for her sister's coronation? She just got like the
Yeah.
that's Guy. Guy is not a morning person. Probably the last one up. Like, well, yeah, the harpies will fly by. It's fine. I'll go. You don't need me. She'll like lay back down.
Get up here!
but
Get up here! Get
she'll-
up
she'll
here!
eventually get up.
Hesperia will poke her with Mage Hand.
I think Mythos like a
Grab the
step
blanket.
behind Calder as they're heading up. He's like knocking an arrow in this longbow, kind of looking at. He's like, I haven't done this since I was a kid.
Yeah, you go up and you guys just do a quick check. This is not gonna make you guys roll for perception or anything like that. There are people pointing around. You see 3 on each side, one on the port. No, wait, I don't know stuff. So one on the left and one on the right of the ship. I think there's.
I believe
Port in the
port is
bow?
left, starboard is right.
Oh gosh, I'm
Port is
so
left.
wrong.
This is port.
Yeah,
This
right.
is
Left
starboard.
is port.
Left
Yeah.
is port.
You remember
This
it because port has 4 letters, left has 4 letters.
I
Yeah,
will.
starboard has 5 letters and right has 5 letters too. So
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
pretty easy to remember.
I'm just gonna do this in a new text. I'm gonna put port
Nice.
because I'm not that smart, y'all.
When my
Yeah, I
mom
think
was
new
teaching me
text.
my
I think new
shoes-
text is at the front of the boat. That's what they.
When-
That's
When my mom was teaching me my shoes, she bought me shoes with the white toes on it, and she put an L on the left, right, and an R on the right. That's how I
Wow.
learned my lefts and rights.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
Did everybody's parents not do that?
No,
Ah.
I was like, you better know your left.
No,
and
I
your right.
acquired that skill pretty normally.
Look, learning it by 8's not normal, Gordy.
My favorite side of the ship, new text.
Yeah. Big same.
Okay, starboard, and back here is the bow. I could be wrong.
Bow is the.
Or is that
right,
the
isn't it?
stern? I think that's the stern. I should have done this
Stern
before,
is
but I didn't know.
back.
I looked at it and then I freaked out because I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, bow is the front.
The bow is the front because you lean
Then
forward when you bow.
See, that makes a lot of effing sense. All right, cool.
The
Yes.
back is aft because ship's got a thick aft.
Oh my goodness. Cool. I know things now, guys. I can say stuff. So there are 3 on the port side, 3 on the starboard side, and they're just looking at the people that are running around. cackling, laughing. Some of them are heckling them by throwing like rocks and whatnot. But two of them are closer together on the port side, and you guys can see them like looking around and pointing at one or the other, one person or another. Sorry, I left my book down there. I'm gonna go grab it.
She gone. She back.
I back, because I say things, I need to say stuff. Okay, here we go.
There are things which must be said.
Things that must be said and stuff that must be regurgitated. Okay. Okay. You see two of them seeming to point out a few, perhaps, of the shipmates. Maybe some of them you haven't quite. You don't know. This is only really the second day you've been on this ship, and they look like they're about to sing, but it is not their turn. And Mythos.
Loud noise. Ba-rum.
Ready.
All right. I'm here. That's where I am.
Feel free to go ahead and move your token if you'd like, because I just placed you guys on there. I wasn't expecting a counter first thing in the morning.
Right.
Where is the way up from below deck? Because I
Like
feel like
here.
we'd be funneling out there.
That's fair. It would be.
Yeah, so there are a few. There's going to be these trapdoors here.
Can't move her.
Here, this is going to be like the front of the ship, so that's where the what's it called, the wheel is going to be. But you guys can come from here or this middle area or any of the trapdoor looking things.
We can't move ourselves there because it's not our turn.
Where would you? Okay, we'll move you guys. Where would you like to move to? Just ping, and I'll move
That's
you.
where Mythos is.
Yeah, probably. I imagine we're all kind of filing out the same exit if we were sleeping in the same quarters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mythos will just come bursting out. Bong! Shoot an arrow at this one here.
Okay, go for it. That hits.
15 hits.
15 hits. They're kind of naked ladies, so.
For 10 damage.
Oh,
And
nice.
then he's sidestepping like this to get out of everybody's way
Yeah, you go
as
ahead.
he's knocking the second arrow.
Okay. You hit one, and without even looking, you hear a ah! And it seems that she was interrupted, whatever she was about to do, and you don't even see what's going on. You just move to the next.
Yeah. Move. And yeah, he's gonna shoot an arrow at this one.
Arrows away. Oh, that hits.
Wow.
Nice. 12.
Right. And then, I have a bonus action. I think that's it though. I don't think I got anything else to do. Andromachi.
So Andromeda, you come on up after seeing Mythos just be like, fring, fring, just like this big burly lion dude, just with this really good longbow. Like, what the heck?
I mean, I know that
Lion
lion dude, right? The guy I've been traveling with for a month.
Yeah. I mean, those are some dexterous fingers. I mean, have you seen the size of those sausages? Jeez.
I don't know. I personally picture it more like Mythos just shooting really hard.
Does
rather than
Andromache have temporary amnesia?
It's like, why am I on a boat?
Okay, so sorry, Mythos hit the middle one and the right one, or just the middle one?
These two, both of them.
Both of them. Okay.
Port side, yeah.
I'm probably just gonna do a similar thing. I'm gonna start with the one close to me. I'm gonna do this with sharpshooter, so I'm taking -5 to attack for +10 to damage. Oof.
11
is
is their
6?
AC.
Oh.
It's a 6,
They
though,
are
isn't it?
naked.
Yeah, but the negative
Oh,
5.
yes, it is a 6. Sorry, yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Sure,
Okay, that does not hit then.
Yeah, the second one at the same one with sharpshooter. I'm gonna guess that hits for 16
Oh yeah.
for 16 damage, and then I will make yeah, so 16, and then I'll hit actually the same one with my third attack.
Okay.
Sharpshooter. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Not quite on that one.
Yep.
Nope.
Those I'm still waking up.
So, like,
Yeah.
like you guys have hit harpies before. They're not terribly hard to kill, but they're soft.
And your chakram has nothing to bounce off of and sails off into the ocean. Just playing. That'd be horrible.
No, it comes back.
No, my priceless artifact of my people.
Dives in after it.
Okay, Gaia, it is your turn. You see this one here is just bleeding out like crazy, and she's kind of looking really bad. She's starting to like turn around.
Oh, that's not good for that one. Guy's just gonna step forward and do that very familiar motion of clasping at both forearms and slowly pulling apart and dragging out those wisps of light as she kind of opens her palms to the sky as the light raises and washes over the group. And Mythos, Andromache, and Calder, you all get the bless effect. That I don't know what the fuck I clicked right there, but I got like a little like Bandito mask that popped up.
You got tuxedo
there we go.
mask pop up? That's cool.
Yeah, I thought I clicked. Well, I don't know why the dice rolled, but the three of you have bless.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Cool. Bless up, guys.
Excellent.
And yeah, that'll be it. I got bonus action.
Oh, okay. All right, Harpy's turn. You see one of the harpies was interrupted when she was gonna like swoop down, possibly like and lure probably one of the manly man sailors off, and then she got hit by an arrow by Mythos, and now her eye's on you, and she will go ahead and do a luring song. So you get advantage because you stuffed your ears. It's a pretty easy DC 11 wisdom saving throw.
Isn't it everything within a radius?
On
Or like
the-
within
yes,
X
correct.
amount of
300 feet.
Oh, well. I think I'm in there.
Oh,
Ooh,
Calder, I'm so sorry. Everyone within range of me, excluding Calder, gets the
Oh no!
bonus. I'm sorry, I was thinking interception range. Okay. Wisdom save, you
Well,
said?
Fuck
Listen.
these ladies.
Wow. Even
So
with
what do we add to that save?
+3?
Plus 3, yes.
I'm
That's 11 for
11.
you.
Can I add a
So
bless
I'm-
to that?
I'm a 16. You can,
It is
yes.
saving throws, yeah. I think she said it was a DC 11, right?
DC 11. So,
So yeah, you had met it.
Okay.
all right.
Yeah!
Screw 5.
That was fucking
Oh
close!
shit! I was like, dang.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Gaia saving asses again.
So you sing, and you 5 are unaffected. Just like dealing with the punches. You've handled this before. Hesperia, not sure.
I
but
hate singing in the morning.
See, you're just
Singing is for the evening. Singing
just-
is for the evening.
so
you're
grumpy.
relaxing.
Just so grumpy. This is so annoying. You're like, I can't even stand this right now. I'm just gonna roll for the people that actually made it on the ship. It's 300 feet, so that does include everybody underneath.
Sure.
So that is basically everybody.
Is this one of those things where we're like immune to it for the rest of the fight now?
Yeah. That's not how I roll a d20. Oh, okay. I rolled as a harpy, but that's okay. You see that 2 people on the ship kind of put their weapons down, and they're not panicking and running around like holding the rig. They're actually like letting go of the ropes, and then you hear some like skirmishing downstairs of like, what is that beautiful sound and music and so on and so forth. And you see some curious faces as many of the crew have been enthralled by this song.
Oh, they're dead.
But it's not quite their turn. They're at the top of the turns. Okay, so go ahead. That's one. This harpy over here is going to turn tail and bounce. She thought she thought you guys were going to be an easy prey. Did not turn out to be. Because of her flight speed, she does get away, unless you guys have a reaction where you want to try and hit her. I don't think so.
I ain't got shit like that.
Okay, so one is off the board. The other harpy is going to come and try and swoop in to one of them and try to grapple their claws. I mean, okay, I'll try. Let's see what the sailor gets.
So they're swooping down to try to grapple. You said.
Yeah,
These things?
Kind of seeing this since you are up here. I think you're up here. Are you up here? Where are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're up here. Seeing this, you would gather that they are looking to probably take some nom-noms on the road.
So as she kind of swoops down and grabs at Hesperia, we'll just call out, "Not so fast, not like this." And will cast an enchantment, and this little like silvery moat springs into existence and like starts swirling around the harpy's eyes, and will then dart towards, we'll say, Calder. So she's going to cast Silvery Barbs. So the creature has to re-roll the save and re-roll the check that they made and use the lower roll, whichever roll's lower, and then Calder will get advantage on his next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Right on. I was about to say it's an Ellie. Right on. Ellie special. Rolled a 2, so perfect. You see, like she starts to swoop down and tries to grab one of the enthralled. The one that was not enthralled. Sorry. And he just kind of smacks her away and just like takes a defensive stance. Okay, this one here sees you guys and looks a little hesitant at first, as you guys seem to have some firepower, but looks at Andromache, who's the shortest, and is going to swoop in and do a multi-attack. So she's going to claw at you twice. Oh shit, natural 20.
Now, I don't know if you mean to be rolling privately, but you are.
I keep...
So it is unfortunate that I redirect that natural 20 to her friend up here instead.
Oh, nice. That's very nice.
Hell yeah.
Let's see how much damage. Oh, snap. Okay, let's calculate that. Well, that's just one.
So the other
one.
creature takes 11 damage.
Yep. Well, she gets 2 swipes. 15. I don't think that hits you though. Andromache.
That is my armor class, but I'm going to use Brace of Reflection.
Nice.
Isn't it actually 16 because of your dual wielder feat or whatever it's called?
Does she have the dual wielder feat? I thought she doesn't add.
No, I don't have that because I'm archery.
No, the feat, not the fighting style.
Oh, you're correct. I think yes. I think you're actually right. I don't know what's changed on my character sheet.
If you don't tell it to add, like if you don't give it an effect or something to add the calculation,
Right.
Yeah, it used to be there.
It might every time your character sheet updates, it'll.
When we
update
leveled up,
AC.
it probably got removed.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what is that on again? Is that your feature?
Here, I'm editing it now.
Okay. Let's say it could do that.
Yeah, I'll do it while you keep running things.
Okay, thank you. All right, she goes in and strikes at you perfectly. Your back was turned and you were just about to turn to deflect. She knows she had a good shot and then swipes over and absolutely nothing happens. But over here you hear a "Arr!" But she doesn't see like what's happening. She's just like, what the fuck? Tries to swipe at you again, but this time you're like, nah, not today. Next, Harpy over here is going to also come at you because you're the shortest one and going to try and grapple you. So we need to do some opposing stuff here. Let's see. So I think that's either acrobatics or athletics for you.
Andromache?
Andromache.
I wonder which Andromache will
Oh, for me, I can do acrobatics. I think that's probably athletics actually. It's the same.
Uh-oh.
You've blessed?
I
Does
do
bless
have
work on these?
blessed.
Yeah.
For
No,
does
it's a
not
skill
work on
check.
No,
ability
it's ability
checks.
check.
Doesn't work on skill checks.
So
You actually have 13 because of my aura, though. Or is that just saving throws?
The aura is just
Saving
saving throws.
Fudge!
I'll also point out for you, Ellie, it's doing that thing where it's not adding stuff right on that strength check.
on
It looks
her?
like it's supposed to be
It
12
says
plus
unknown
2.
creature strength test.
Yeah.
One unknown creature.
Yeah.
Unknown. Why? Oh, I don't have it hidden.
Well,
No. There's some issue with
If you
like,
pop it out, it says it's a D20 plus 2, but
but it's only
collapse,
showing
it just
12.
said.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Unknown. Well, that's strange. Okay. Is it because
So it's really a 14.
this?
But regardless,
Nope, that's not what I wanted. This? Nope. I don't know why it's. Sorry, no, it's not.
It's something to do with the actual character
Okay.
thing. I'm not sure exactly why it does it though.
Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't really like inhibit anything. Sorry about that, guys.
No.
Figure that out. What's going on with that? So you are grappled, Andromache, and next turn that someone else they're going to try and pick you up. Just letting you guys know that anyone that is going to be grappled are going to usually find backup immediately to try and lift them up and carry them away. So Harpy here, I don't think can quite get to you, Andromache, but gets to Calder. And is going to try and swipe at you. She's going to take a multi-attack. She's going to look straight at you. You just see, at first, this like beautiful female face, at least from a distance, as they get closer and closer, the size of the mouth, they widen and split and turn jagged. And then the eyes and start getting a little slanted and slitted. The nose that was beautifully sculpted turns into like a beak-ish-esque look, and just like these fangs just call like ah as it comes after you. For an 18.
Yeah, I do not have my shield equipped at the moment, so that hits.
Gotcha. I get to hit somebody today for 10 slashing damage. So that is the first. It goes one with the one hands, 3 claws strikes, or well, not 3, but 3 claws are straight across your chest. 20 hits.
Yep.
And then you take another 7 slashing damage. So 1, 2, and you have these gashing red slashes across your chest. She just kind of looks at you, goes like, ha ha ha. She like licks her fingers with your blood. And that is the end of the Harpy's turn.
The one up there going to do anything, Ellie?
It already went.
Oh, right, it's saying. That's right.
Yep, it failed.
All right, so
Idiot.
Calder is going to take a single kind of step to the side, and as he does, instead of going for like his short sword or longbow or shield, you see him just reach for the hilt of that great sword we took off of the golem. And as he pulls that out, he just kind of looks between the one who clawed him and then the one who's kind of grappling Andromache, and he's just going to swing at the one grappling his friend instead.
The little
Okay.
silvery mote like spirals around the greatsword.
All right.
What a Calder thing to do, to roll the exact same.
Very consistent.
The exact same.
But I mean, that's the thing that absolutely hits.
Baby.
I'm astounded. I was like,
Mathematicians hate me.
I don't know how.
What we call an outlier in the field.
Yeah.
Called there.
Wow.
Okay.
We don't track your stats.
So that was the first one. Actually, I'm going to continue shuffling down here to flank with Andromache before I make my second attack.
Okay. That hits. Ooh.
For 18 points of damage.
Let's go.
The first one slashes across the creature's middle spine, but the second one absolutely damages their wing. So I would say their next attack, that if this harpy survives, will have disadvantage on a grappling, to a strength check.
All right. Well, Calder's just gonna action surge and keep swinging.
Okay.
Since it's not a fan of harpies in general. Definitely not a fan of the ones swooping in to grapple people on a boat.
As you do, Hesperia might kind of call out, I can finish that one off.
All right, he's gonna see what the newbie can do and pivot and swing at the one who clawed him.
Okay. I hit.
Dude, it's so incredible that you rolled nat ones on both days. It's just we know we can do this to you still.
Yeah.
You're not free.
And the last attack
Hits.
Shit.
and
Plus 3 weapons.
just for fun, I'm gonna activate the fire rune on that last hit.
Okay.
So it needs to make a DC 13 strength save.
DC 13. Okie dokie.
Just take.
No, it doesn't matter. It's a 5. 6.
So it takes another 5 points of fire damage and is restrained.
Okie dokie. I like it. And restrained. Here we go. Hesperia, you just witnessed Cold Boy here. Cold Boy. Just slash into one and just almost bring one down. It's bleeding profusely. Both of these do not look good.
All right, Hesperia will take a few steps back and reaches into her robes and pulls out just a small, basic kitchen knife kind of situation, and splashes water across it. And as she starts chanting, the water on it begins to turn to ice and coalesces over it, and it lifts up from her hands and begins spinning rapidly and rapidly and rapidly before it spears outwards, the ice shattering off the knife, which falls back into her hand. The ice knife goes flying forward to hit the one in the middle. And once it gets there, I guess I need to roll an attack roll first. I will do it at second level. Didn't mean to actually place the thing. Did not roll it? What?
I don't see a roll. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, that one.
Sorry.
So the ice just kind of it barely misses, but when it's just past the back of the harpy's wing, it explodes and it shatters outwards, and there's this massive explosion of ice that flings outwards. And because of Hesperia's training, the ice explodes in a 10-foot radius instead of a 5-foot radius, It also avoids all the shards just go blasting out. They just totally avoid her allies. But they will hit the 3 harpies. So the 3 harpies have to make dexterity saving throws. The last one, the one that's restrained, has disadvantage, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I'm lagging. 1 second.
Yeah, same.
3.
It actually didn't roll the right damage total. It's supposed to be 3d6.
I didn't mean to hit advantage. That was my bad.
You had disadvantage.
No, the second one, but I'm lagging like crazy, so it's
Holy moly, yeah,
still
we are.
a 20. And this one, normal. Oh, okay. These two fail. The ones, okay, what's going on? Why is it so laggy?
So the 2 that fail take 13 points of cold damage.
Okay. You can see these 2 ones here. The first thing that starts to freeze are their wings, because especially for this one got hit directly, embedded itself in between the wings. Didn't harm it per se, but the explosion froze the wings and then shatters them, completely releasing all the blood in its body and just pouring on the deck. Sorry for the graphicness. Delete that one. And this one, something similar, but a little less dramatic, where it's just the cold just turns its skin blue, like a deep blue, as it freezes to death, and also just crumples to the ground, just massive ice and blood. This one was 11. So 11?
Yeah, no damage to that one though.
Yeah.
If
okay.
it succeeded.
Okay, I have to. Oh my goodness, nothing's working.
And Hesperia will just kind of scuttle over to the other side of the boat and turn and watch the other living harpies.
All right, next up. So you guys just saw what thought Hesperia missed. Like, didn't seem to be any harm, and then there was this as ice just bursts out and managed to
and it makes like an outline around you guys too, right? Like it flies all across around you, the 3 of you, but none hit.
Yep. Some little ice crystal snow starts coming down. It feels kind of nice. It's pretty hot. It's still hot. It's summer, but you have some indoor air conditioning right now, or outdoor air conditioning. And I believe, Hesperia, that is the end of your turn, so go ahead.
It did end my turn, and it still has the weird border around me.
It does.
Okay.
You just ignore it.
Yeah. Mythos.
Mythos gonna walk over. And he's just gonna pluck this harpy out of the air. And
Can do.
Let's just roll that quick.
I'm almost afraid to roll.
Oh, I don't think he has advantage because he's not raging. So 20.
No, only a 20.
Only a 20. Athletics. Well, let's see. That one. Wasn't expecting. Just Lion just comes out of nowhere, and she's almost like reaching back, but then trips and doesn't make anything. And next thing you know, she's like, just feathers out like this, like a chicken.
Yeah. All right, Mythos gonna grab this one. He's gonna, because he's got his bow in his offhand. He's gonna point his bow at the one that's flying, in like a side of that motion, like you're gonna run away or you're gonna die.
This one?
Kind of thing.
Which one?
The one. So there's this one out here flying. Oh, my thing won't ping. On port side.
Okay. Yes.
I am holding it down, but yeah, there's that bit of
it's
lag.
some
It's
bad lag. I'm lagging like crazy.
That one. Yeah, so Mythos grabs the one that's fighting Andromache and just kind of quickly points his bow at the other one with a look like, get out of here while you have the chance. Like, don't swoop in like an idiot. And then to the one that he's got held, he's like, you, idiot. It's time to negotiate. Because we fought harpies a few times and we've seen them and stuff. But yeah. So he's going to try and end the fight if this thing's willing to stop fighting.
Okay. I forgot. I'm sorry. At the top of the round, but I was refreshing my screen. It's the sailors. So immediately 10 sailors come up and they're all like, oh, looking around, and they see one over here flying and they're like, oh, so beautiful. And they say, one in your hands, and some of them gasp and like, oh, what are you doing to my lady? But I am freezing. They look horrified and they're like, stop, what are you doing? She's the love of my life. And then they look at each other and they're like, she's the love of my life. And they start arguing with each other. So they're not actually helping anything in this situation. Some of the people below are looking at them like these idiots and trying to bring them down. But they're kind of resisting. So I'm going to see, I'm just going to roll in a second to see if they are able to.
Dare you.
Basically, I'm not gonna lie. I am. Sorry. I'm lagging
Very
like
good.
crazy. It might take a second, and if you guys see a lot of dice, I apologize.
Don't worry, I'm casting Vortex Warp on Calder this time.
Ooh, fun.
Except I'm casting it on the player Calder, not the character.
Some of them, with the help of others, are able to shake off the enchantment, basically. But some others, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, do not. So 6 of the 10 are still like on their way over, trying to see if they can help the one who's over here, and 3 of them are looking over here, being like, come and get me, or come hither, or something like that. This one right here, come on. The one that this harpy is going to try and grapple one more time.
It's not the harpy's turn.
That's right.
Mythos' turn.
It's Mythos' turn. That was the end of their turn. That is that one.
Yeah.
That was Mythos' turn. Now it's... Did you go ahead and end your turn, Mythos? Sorry about that. Nothing really happens. Andromache.
You just got a turkey in your hand.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna just go around to flank this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to keep
You have advantage on attacks anyways because it's restrained.
It's grappled.
Oh wait, grappled, not restrained.
Grappled.
It's the other one that was restrained. Lamel. That's what I checked.
And I am going to use a new feature called Lunge Attack.
Yeah.
So this feature makes all my attacks basically reckless, but instead of getting advantage on the attack, I get +2 to damage. Given that I'm not using Sharpshooter as I melee attack with my Chakram. Are you kidding me?
Oh, so close.
15,
15 does hit.
and it does 12 damage.
Right on.
And then, oh my god, 11?
11 hits. 11's its AC.
Last.
Jesus.
Okay.
Another 11 damage, and one last attack.
Bit pop boop.
There we go. Those rolls I like to see. For another 8 damage. So 12 plus 11 plus 8. So 31 damage.
Second.
As she just kind of like, just fucking pummels this harpy.
All right. Well, successfully, it didn't kill it, but that was a success. You brought it down to super injured. Mythos, it's bleeding in your arms. You're getting a little dirty, but it does it. It looks at you, and it just kind of stops trying to resist. It seems that you have their attention. Gaia, it is your turn.
Okay. Seeing as how most of the combat's been handled, the guy is just going to approach Caldair and just give him like a pat on the shoulder and dump as much lay on hands into him as he needs. You want to tell me how much you can take?
I'm at 38 out of 55.
So 17, 18? 38 out of 18. Yeah, I'll give you 18 to put you up to full. And then she will step next to the gents with the harpy currently grappled in the case of any harm coming, with the preparation and shield in hand ready to take any damage.
Okay.
And that'll be her turn. I cannot math for the life of me. How much is maybe a 7?
Awesome. All right. So frozen. Hold on. The harpy up here on port looks over, sees that one of its comrades, all this. Oopsie. Can you guys hear me? Nope. I touched something. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Sorry,
Yes.
I touched my mic and it decided that it was not going to work.
How dare you?
I know. Anyway, where was I? Okay, so it looks over, sees that one of its that you have one of it looks sees Mythos has one of the harpies and is being like, you better go or else whatever, but then looks over at the harpy over here and is trying to decide if she's going to try and assist to get dinner or save her life. So 1 second, I'm just going to roll for her.
Obviously, dinner is the more important choice, right?
Perhaps.
Because some people, if they don't bring home dinner, don't get to go for breakfast.
If you didn't finish your dinner, you can't have dessert.
It seems that self-preservation won out. She rolled a 4. So she does not have the guts to try and come over here. And she goes ahead and flies off.
How far away are they from the boat after they fly?
Their full speed, their fullness is like what, 60 feet? I'm gonna try and like.
Well, she
snap
would
it.
dash, no?
Dash, yeah.
Yeah, is it 30? Yeah, 30 plus 30. So
30 plus 30. Mm-hmm.
16 feet. Okay.
30 plus 30. But this one here is gonna try one more time because she doesn't know what's going on over here because of this. The mast is in the way. Come on. Going to try and grapple. Going to change targets. Try and grapple the one that is clamoring to actually be taken because he still failed. But he's willing, so she does get advantage. Come on. Advantage. Okay. Oh, she would have rolled a 2 otherwise. So 16. Come on.
Cat.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm lagging like crazy.
It's fine.
I think there's something going on in the background that is creating.
It might be a download. Are you trying to download like something on Steam?
No, I have. I don't know what's
Because
going
we are
on.
hearing you just fine. It might just be a Foundry.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm
Actually,
lagging.
you're
Just Foundry's lagging like crazy. So got a 10. You see one of the things, one of the shipmates is grappled and starting to fly off, but they only have half movement, so it can only get to 15 feet, which is here. And you just see you can see the sailor is just like, it picked me. She picked me.
Boy, this sailor is about to be really upset with me.
Is this the sailor that was abusive?
No, different.
Okay.
So,
he deserves life.
What Calder's going to do is he uses his phase step to teleport 30 feet. Mm-hmm. He's then going to take a running jump and grapple the flying sailor and try to pull it out of the harpy's grasp.
That's freaking awesome! Do it! Okay, let's go.
All right, so
you have advantage on this.
Okay.
This is combined weight with sailor and yourself.
Well,
15.
Wow. Wow. All right, and this is just opposing to see if she's able to hold on. Come on. Just do this. Athletics, normal.
She just drags Calder off too
now. Oh, shit. 8. She sees you coming. Yeah, she sees you coming. Just boom, 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 poof. And then poof. Grab onto her prey. And she's just not the strongest. And you just... At first, the guy is like, no, my love, and reaches up, but like there's these claw marks that go up his body, and like his arm is just like ripped, almost just kind of ripped apart.
For flavor, can I use my second attack to just slap the sailor out of the charm?
Go for
it. As you land in the water too.
As you land in the water, like, get a hold of yourself, man. Pooh. Is this a front slap or a back slap?
Just backhand. She's not actually pretty. Get a hold of yourself. Stop thinking with. Never mind.
Okay, no problem. The harpy seeing just like not seeing this, but also that's the end of its turn. Did you want to let this? Do we want to end the combat and you have a prisoner, or would you like to keep going?
Hesperia she'll start like moving over to the other side of the ship and just call out, "Are we letting them run or what? Are we letting them get away?"
Yeah, that's fine.
Really?
I think Andromache would take pot shots as they fly at range.
Well, here's what Hesperia will do. Hesperia, if somebody else runs over to, like, suggest that they want to continue to hurt the harpy, she'll run up and begin the motions of casting a spell. And she'll target the one that's far away, who should be about 80 feet away from the ship, I think.
Okay.
Good, because the range of the spell is 90 feet. She's going to weave her hands in the slow motion, and off in the distance, this little like black void will begin to appear above the harpy's head.
Okay.
She'll cast Vortex Warp and try to relocate it. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
A con save and throw.
What are these spells?
Well,
I've never heard of any of these.
Ice Knife's a classic. Yeah, there's some of the newer ones.
Come on.
And some of the more recent publications.
Vortex.
And then like as she's casting this too, though, like a similar black void is gonna like start appearing like right next to Gaia and Mythos. We'll see if something comes through it.
Okay.
Did you roll?
Okay, 1 second.
And it's a Cthulhu. Oops.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
All right.
Oops, all elder
it's going
gods.
to be here. There it is. That's where you wanted it.
Did it fail its save?
Oh, sorry. This is so slow.
No.
I'm so sorry.
No trouble.
I might have to restart. I'll probably take like an early break because I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Yeah, my mug is empty. I could go for an early break.
Constitution 20.
Okay, then it doesn't transport. It resists the pull. The void falters away. Just, fuck!
Yeah, then by the next round, it would be gone.
Eager
you guys...
little shit.
Yeah, you can take some pot shots at this. Is it like, are you really aiming at it, or are you just kind of being like half-heartedly like, meh?
You know when you're like throwing like stuff at someone who's like running away, it's like get out of here. It's like that. It's like it's not actually intended to be like she's not like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. She's like, yeah, get out, run.
No problem.
So like I don't know if you want me to roll attacks or anything, but I don't think they.
I think at that point, by the time 2 or 3 turns, you would no longer be able to really get it. I think. I think.
What's the range in
4.
shotguns?
I think it's 120.
They go 120, but I have sharpshooters, so
Insane.
Pretty,
That's so far.
yeah,
Well,
I
you
know
know,
that's at disadvantage, but
Yeah, I know. That's so far.
I'm really good at it.
I think it's kind of fun. Can you just go ahead and roll 3 d20s with your long range? I'm just curious because I think it would be.
Well, I have sharpshooter, so I ignore range problems. So I'll just roll 3 attacks. Yeah.
15 hits.
Bop.
That hits.
Bop.
That absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage on all of that. It was. I think that harpy was at full health. I don't think it got hit.
Yeah, it was.
I probably don't do. Yeah, I
So
do.
14. Okay. So it's
22 damage.
22. So it has 30 some 38 health or so. But each shot you're like and don't come back.
Yeah.
Below the tip
Yeah.
of the.
Can I throw a fire bolt at it too?
Shakes fist at sky.
Sure. Shake fist.
It's like shit. Just pew.
16 hits.
Uh,
11.
11 more.
Was it 22 plus 30? Sorry, 22 plus 11, so it's 33. It's still alive. It has 38.
Shit.
Yeah. So it looks bad though. It's like kind of flapping. It's like kind of like its little wing is hurt, and then the other one kind of like it's so far away, but you can see 2 of them flying away together. It looks like they're helping each other.
Hesperia throws out a firebolt and then pulls off her shoe. She's like, "Don't you forget it!
her concha.
Don't come back!" Yeah, her platform shoe.
Platform shoe. Oh my goodness.
She's like
Actually,
super lopsided now.
She has like normal traveling shoes. Actually, the platform shoes
problem.
would be for in the city.
All right, so I will go ahead and end the combat. That was fun, guys. In the end, after a while, the smacking the sailor, falling in the ocean, cooling off. The other sailors also kind of pull the other sailors back from jumping into the sea, being like, "Wait for me, babe." And in the end, they all get them to calm down, and they're like, "I hate sirens. I just hate them. Not sirens. Sorry, harpies. Hate harpies. Those blasted
fuck sirens.
fake sirens." And we will go ahead and take a break as I figure out what's going on with the lag here. Bye. Hey guys, you win! Woo! So you woke up the first thing in the morning, harpies. Oh my goodness, right? You know, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. But you have one in your custody, and it's kind of bleeding on your ship. Well, it's not your ship; it's someone else's ship. The crew members look around, gather, look at the harpies, the ugly. Their horrific features are ever apparent now, spread across their face. They do not look like beautiful ladies. They look like hags. And they take the dead ones and they start throwing them overboard.
Wait. Stop. And come here. And he'll just like take a handful of like one of their like wings, just like start pulling some feathers off. I need some of these. Just bear with me.
The furball looks over at you, is like, okay.
Wizard nonsense. 8 of them. Get a few feathers. Fucking ugly ass bird ladies. Not you, Gaia. You're a very pretty bird lady.
Okay.
It does bring up the question. Oh, can you patch him up quick while I ask? What is the difference between a siren and a harpy?
One is incredibly cursed.
Okay.
The other's a harpy?
I think harpies can be just, cursed people.
So on point, though. All right.
The difference is consent.
Yikes.
Not sure if that's entirely true. I'm gonna go back downstairs and nap for a little bit, and then play with my spell book. Got to try to decipher. Try to decipher that one that Calder offered me. There's some interesting ideas in it.
Okay.
If you hear an explosion from down below, keep the sailors from coming down that way. It'll only scare them.
Okay, so
Why don't you just stay up here?
No.
Hang
Why
on.
don't I not?
Just be around for this if you're going to be part of the party.
Be around for what? For standing up here on a deck? Being hot?
We're interrogating a prisoner.
Oh,
Discussing the finer points of doing that.
Why are we in here? What do we hope to learn from the prisoner?
That could depend. So that's why I'm asking questions that you might have the answer to.
You're not interrogating me. I don't know where these heartbeats came from.
Okay. So what do you would like to ask the harpy? She's looking at you guys. She's kind of just like baring her teeth a little bit, and like you can see her features kind of going from beautiful to like, what is that, to beautiful again, and then like to like, oh, that doesn't look natural.
Hey, Common. Do you speak Common?
Yes.
Oh,
So
well,
the
that makes
harpies
things
are
complicated.
products of a curse.
I think something like that. I don't know.
Blessings to us, curses to you.
So there's no like baby harpies out there.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if it's even worth our time. If you're just a creature cursed, some wretched being fallen to the sway of Lutheria, then we have little to gain from you. But if you're a species of creatures misguided in your following of the dark goddess, then, perhaps there's something we can talk about.
Her features kind of turn a little like sharper, and she's like, I'm just hungry.
I think you're gonna get a
we
meal
can
here.
fetch you a burger.
Burger.
I'm pretty sure if we let this one fly away back to her nest or whatever den she has, she's just going to pluck some child off the next boat that comes.
Not
Be a
many
mercy to
children
everybody.
on a boat. The bigger ones
And-
fill up our bellies more than a child.
Yeah, but you clearly can't handle grown-ups. That's why you're in this spot.
And that's what I'm trying to find out. Like, do you have to eat people? Can we,
No, we just eat anything that has meat on it. Just our easy pickings.
So you see a boat sailing through with sailors armed with weaponry and the like, and you think, yes, that's an easier target than a fish.
She looks over at you, kind of just like exasperated, and says, "They're bigger."
So
Sorry,
I could
this is a
teach you to
pronoun
fish.
issue. Which they is bigger? The fish are bigger, or we are bigger?
There's really big fish in the sea.
Land water walkers.
I can teach you to fish, and then you can teach others how to fish, and then you have lots of fish.
I don't
You don't
think.
even have to like
You
hunt.
teach
for
a
them.
harpy to fish,
I
he
don't think-
eats for a lifetime.
I don't think the saying
Have you heard
applies
of
to
our Lord and
harpies.
Savior Jesus Christ of the Old Woods?
Oh my god!
This is the second time you're saying something that she's never heard before. Burger, her head goes like, what? And you say like, hey Zeus, Jesus, Christ of the Old One. He's like, what? Like, never heard
Zeus
it
is a
before.
different thing.
But she looks at you and she's like, we can fish. It just depends on if Sidon decides to bless us with his mirth.
With his what?
Mirth. She said mirth. Mirth. Fish.
Okay. See, now we're starting to get somewhere, because like if there was like a leader of the harpies we could talk to, like
She
what do
is
the
our
Titans offer
goddess almost,
besides
not
like
quite
this
goddess though.
this fate of you? You hunting sailors, you die by the lot. Like, I've never met a harpy I couldn't kill. That's sorry. But where's that going? What can the Titans truly offer? We can offer a city, a home for the harpies. A way of life beyond scavenging upon the coasts, praying, being the villain. You don't have to be the bad guys.
I've seen the way you've treated us before. You say yourself that you've killed many of my kin. How can you spout these assurances? Surely they are lies.
If all he wanted to do was kill harpies, why aren't you dead yet?
to see where we settle, which I will not speak.
We could just figure that out. We're not looking for where the harpies settle. We're on a boat.
We're not the Dragonlords of old. We're not here to drive the harpies into extinction. Everything has a place in Thylea. Isn't that right, Gaia? Gaia is a follower of Thylea, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and make a persuasion.
Any chance Hesperia is like counting as assisting on this?
No, you're antagonizing the situation.
She's trying to play good cop, bad cop.
Oh, it's coming off more of like antagonistic because she's already.
Yeah,
she
that's
already
the bad
has
cop.
right, but then to her, you're playing into her thoughts of like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to trust this person.
Okay.
She looks at you and she's like, you say things many times. I have heard stories, and many times they have been false. Many times they have been abominably so mistreated just because of the way we look, just because of the way we speak, just because of the way we are able to do things with our voice and choose to do so, how we need to have sustenance and how it doesn't agree with your palate.
Now, can I just
Well,
interject
that is the bone
here?
of contention, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah,
You
can I
can't
just
eat
interject
people.
here that maybe, yeah, the like trying to eat our fellow people is the problem, and that we might be
that's
defending ourselves?
deal breaker, right there.
Food is food.
No,
Whether it
see,
walks or
see,
talks,
that's
it's
no.
food.
You
can eat
can't
me
be that
as much as I could eat you.
You can't be that stupid. You just
You
can't be
that
stupid.
stupid. This
I'm
is why
not,
we-
because
Oh, really? So if you had your choice between one or the other, and
so
you
I'm
had
just going
no
to point this
other-
out. I'm just going to point this out to you. Just bear with me. Follow my logic. You're like, oh, you would eat us, blah blah blah. We didn't just eat you. We gave the bodies to the ocean.
In fact, I've only eaten harpy like 2 or 3 times.
Mythos, stop it.
And that is natural. Food is food.
I don't think you're getting through to this one. I think we just kill it.
We live in a society.
Or let it go. Or what? This is boring.
So-
I really have to stand here for this?
No, I think we're just about done here. But he will upnod to Gaia again, and he'll say, I mean, this is just some random harpy. Perhaps you can be a messenger. We can talk to somebody a little higher up the totem pole.
You see her pursing her lips as she seems to be unwilling to give up certain information. Go ahead and just roll another persuasion check since you haven't harmed her yet. But she's continuously looking at you and then looking at Hesperia, who seems to be playing into her.
Hesperia might add in. That makes sense. I mean, we're not telling you, tell us where do you live. Just go back to where do you live and say, hey, these people said they don't want to fight, they want to talk, they want to work with us. If we stop eating them, maybe that could be some common ground.
See?
That's all you have to do. You don't have to tell us anything.
Well, then say that the first place.
He literally said that.
Yes, but you did not. And she looks and she said, I will think upon it. I do, no matter what, anytime we go out and we come back, must make a report or provide food, which I can do one of those.
There's an ocean. There's an ocean. Fish.
She looks over at you
that's
like, have you
that's
ever...
our olive branch. Mythos will get her a ration. Give her a ration of cooked food. Yeah, not just raw meat. She's gonna take cooked food back to the place. The wonders of civilization. They're amazing.
What kind of food do you give her? What, like, as a ration?
Oh, whatever Gaia made.
Oh, okay.
So nothing, no.
Okay.
I haven't made
like-
anything this
like
morning, man.
some
I just woke up.
probably be like some like salted meat of some sort, like a jerky of some sort.
She looks at it almost offended, but thinks that like perhaps you're giving her something of an like what you call an olive branch, and you see her elegantly clawed, long manicured clawed nails. That you now that you like actually pick up a heartbeat, you can see that her nails, there's the tips of the nails are there's different patterns on them, and it looks like it's intentionally done. Like it's crafted that way. And she picks the jerk and she's like, "What is this?" She like stiffs it. She's like, "Ugh."
Called food. You can eat it.
You eat this shriveled, small, dried, salty stick?
It's how we grow up to be so big and strong,
It's how we preserve food.
and that.
Do you not store food for future use, or do you eat everything at once?
There's too many to store food.
Too many harpies?
Yes. She kind of looks at it, like licks it. It's like, it tastes like the ocean. You eat this.
Salt is fucking love salt.
Yeah, so you grow accustomed to it. I mean,
Does it not make one thirsty? Like,
I mean,
now
you
is
could always
in
drink water. It's very good for you.
water. When someone finds that, might as well just own the whole island.
Is water scarce where you're from?
Yes. She goes and like nibbles it. She's like,
So-
she like pulls off. She's like, it was just chewed. It's not. She spits it out. She's like, it's not tender, like fresh meat, food.
Do you know you could remove the salt from the ocean water using heat?
She just looks at you like this whole like side eye, be like, nah, crazy siren.
Yeah, we're the crazy ones who aren't killing you and eating you up front. Yeah, we're the crazy ones, for sure.
She ignores you.
Maybe if you spent a little more time learning than cannibalizing other sentient beings, you could have a plethora of water.
That's an assumption, thinking one does not observe. We're taught that at a child age.
You literally just called me crazy because I was trying to teach you.
Salt from water by heating
You-
it up.
You boil it and then it creates vapor, and you collect the vapor.
Yeah, have you ever made
Sheep,
water so hot it starts
carbon.
bubbling?
No, we drink it. What would
Okay.
that do?
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Or are you going to call me crazy again?
I don't know.
Here's your mission. You've got the jerky. You've got the jerky. You don't like the jerky. That's fine. Go back to wherever the little island you're on. Go, oh, great queen of the harpies, or whatever the fuck. I have learned the magic of desalination. You get a pot of water. You boil it. You put like some fabric above it.
Mhm.
It collects and drips down into a cup, and then there's no
Really?
more salt. The salt stays behind.
That's how they get salt. Amazing.
What?
I had no idea.
Two different pieces of information are going through her brain, and she's just like, "What?"
Yeah.
Okay,
Then
you know,
show me.
No, we're no.
I mean, why not though? We have nothing but time. We're traveling.
don't take it downstairs. I'm going to go
No.
work on my spell book, you all.
I'd rather
just-
stay up here. And she looks and
Thank
she kind of
God.
looks downstairs and she's like,
not
no.
not taking you indoors. No, not taking you indoors. As a winged creature, I understand.
True.
Sure, yeah, fuck it. I'll
Explosion.
go through the intricacies of teaching them, thermophysics and thermodynamics of the inner workings of boiling points and desaturations of water.
Guy
you
with
the
a
fucking
headband
morning,
of
like, I
intellect
got-
is a
Yeah.
force
I
to
got-
be reckoned with.
Yeah.
I got nothing else going on this boat.
Gaia, with you spearheading this Gaia, and Mythos reinforcing as well with the "we come in peace" type of thing, but does not give Andromache the kindest of looks after like seeing her wing almost sliced off by the shorts by Andromache the halfling. It's kind of mostly steers clear of Andromache, mostly probably out of fear, more than anything else.
mean,
But
And I picture Mythos like learning right along. Like this is science experiment. He's gonna say, like,
whoa.
I think
Whoa.
Andromache like just leans into it. You know that thing where like people like kind of like just like lean forward and like like shove their chest forward. That whenever like the harpy glares at me, I just like, yeah, what's it to you?
She's standing behind Gaia, just like doing
Yeah, just
this.
like
yeah. As you guys are like interacting with this harpy, you guys are used to they like trying to be the seductress type of beautiful harpy before it swoops down and eats you. Now you see like the harpy in its natural form, and instead of this beautiful face, it's more of like a cute bird in a sense, and like the way the legs are kind of like hops a little bit sometimes. It does have the ability to walk elegantly when it wants to. You've seen it, but in this case, in its natural,
Like chicken hop.
a little bit, or like a little cute like a robin bird. How it kind of hops like this, like yeah. Super cute. It's a little bit like that. Not as cute, of course, because the smaller it is, the cuter. And it's just kind of like it cocks its head this way. It's like it's learning as you are doing this, and you can see like it is intelligent. It's just never learned.
Okay.
Or has some semblance of intelligence.
Yeah, well, I will start by showing this bird what it means to boil water. I'm gonna start with that. We obviously don't have to go into a 3-hour roleplay of me boiling water, but yeah, I'll go through the workings of trying to pass along information, and the whole time while attempting to teach this harpy and Mythos,
Mythos.
I'm going to consistently bring up there's so much more to learn if you just would stop eating us. But anyways, moving on. And I'll ask for the help of some people. I'll like, you know what fire is? Do you know how to use it properly? Like, it's not like some super crazy thing. I'll go through the whole kit and caboodle. Like I'm teaching
Yes.
a kid.
A little bit, but when you say fire, like yes, barbecues.
Good. Yes, that's good. That's right. Barbecues.
I
You cook
myself,
food.
I myself like the crustaceans more than the walking ones, the walking people like yourself. Just personally, I don't know where this hoarse voice is coming from, but because that's not what she sounded like in the beginning.
combo gal, I like it.
Yeah, and she kind of like the 8-legged ones in the sea that like to hide in shells and so good. You know, there's one big one that kind of pops up every so often, likes to fight other gods. But we don't have to go
Gods?
near it. Oh, yes.
Just look at Mythos, who's probably sitting right here with me, like, what? It's like, well, now I'm learning.
Yes, there's a lot you see when you are at the top.
Of your tower.
Tower? No, cliffs.
Ah, okay, right. Obviously not the food chain.
No, you just look out sometimes.
Okay.
It's
all
so
right.
beautiful, and then next thing you know, the Kraken comes up, and then next thing you know, another god decides to just want to fight. And then they both part their ways because they realize that both suck. At least that's what I think.
what other gods come and fight this kraken?
A proof of strength.
Well, not why, but who?
Oh, well, there's one with the hair, and then there's the other
Yeah.
one.
For sure.
Yeah, and then there's the other one that I think might be a sibling to that one. Also has hair, and it's long.
Sure, yeah.
Any other features to go with the hair? 4 eyes, 6 arms. I don't know, fire coming off the head, anything like that.
Don't have a companion.
What?
No, Calder. It's the god with the hair.
I mean, they all kind of, look alike sometimes. But,
That's racist.
Yeah, that's goddess right there.
I mean, they just walk like walkers, but they're just more powerful, and we usually stay out of their way.
I love how you managed to make a comment acknowledging their power, but still insulted them at the same time. It was very impressive.
Thank you, not walker with wings.
Just to be clear, when you seduce people, you are walking yourself. So, would you not be a walker as well?
Only when needed, but it's not like I am bound to walk all the time.
Okay.
Walking doesn't define her.
Got it. Alright, well, I'll go through whatever intricacies that are needed to be gone through, or that I can try to at the best of my abilities. And then I would imagine we just let her go.
Yeah. We'd be like,
I'll patch up her wings.
That's helpful.
she can go deliver the message that sometime in the future, the Harpy Queen or whoever runs the show can find the heroes of Thylea. And we're willing to parlay.
They're gonna approach every single ship from now until forever.
Are you the one who bears the secrets of salt?
Are you the fire witches who banish the salt?
5 years from now, this harpy is leading the harpies on her salt empire.
Yeah.
Oh my
She
goodness.
She has the magic sconce of jerky. Declares her sovereignty.
Yeah, sparking a civil war right
Yeah.
now.
You patch her up, and over time she gets relatively used to your presence. Still a little wary, especially if there's loud noises or if there's other things about you. I assume you feed her.
Yeah, jerky.
We tried.
Try. You guys teach her the secret of you let the jerky soften in your mouth with the saliva and then you chew. And she's like, oh, the flavors. Stringy. Okay. Taste smoked like a barbecue. I think I like it.
Very good.
Did we just give her like a short course in culinary school?
Yep.
It's like either also being a sommelier, just like whirling it around her nose and like it's got hints of earthy tones.
Got hints of rabbit. Is it rabbit? It's rabbit.
You paired it very well with tonight's tobacco.
Oh Lord.
She looks at you guys, and then as you let her kind of go, she like fluffs out her feathers a bit, kind of tests out her wings, and then with her very powerful, because of the way her legs are built, she jumps into the air and waves at you guys with the jerky. And I'm assuming you guys did you give her like one or a few?
Give her a couple. I'll give her like a ration's worth to bring back
Okay.
and show.
Yeah, she just holds them in her hand and she waves one, so it's like kind of like jiggling in her hands, like a whip. And then she flies off. There you guys go. Yeah, you got made a harpy friend
Right.
named Lima.
All right, I have a question that is in a different realm entirely.
Okay.
So in this spell book that Calder has given to
Okay.
Hesperia, there's some spells that aren't wizard spells. Could I like, can I add them as wizard spells to my spell book, or would those just be not? Okay, yeah, just double checking.
Yep, you don't know who this person was and why they have these spells, but
Yeah.
mystery.
That's fine. Just double checking.
Regular no.
Regular no.
All right. So throughout the course of the day, I need one of you guys to go ahead and not one of you. So Andromache. Sorry, for some reason I don't think you were logged on, and I did say Kelder, and I should have said Andromache. If you can go ahead and do a Sailing Wonders, please, which is in the rollable tables.
Is it fine if I just go ahead and mark off a short rest during all of that with the harpy and?
Can you remind me where that is? Sorry.
It's the dice. So it's the the fifth one from the last.
Oh, I see. There's a dice tab. I see. Okay, rolling Sailing Wonders or Sea Omens?
The Sailing Wonders.
Sailing Wonders. And I just click the roll button. Wow. Ooh, an entire butt.
Ooh.
What?
As night approaches, and the second day is starting to conclude, you can see in the sky a very, very bright moon, as a result from a beautiful wonder. It is extremely bright. It's a clear night. You can see the universe, I guess, and its wonderful stars. It's just hypnotizing almost. It's just beautiful sailing with all the lights off and just the full moon. In this serene feel, everyone is in a sense of calmness, and there is no feeling of even though there was a chaotic day with sirens, everyone was still alive at the end of the day. And everyone is able to go to sleep in, calm spirits with the full moon ahead. So it is a good occasion, I guess you can say.
Sweet.
Yeah. Is there anything you guys would like to discuss during this nighttime before hit for a long rest?
As the group kind of comes down from the from helping the harpy some hours later, Sperry will just kind of look up from where she's like got two spell books kind of opened on like the bench or even floor in front of her. She's like, "You all are crazy. The stories didn't tell that, but you guys are crazy."
Of course we're crazy. We ran face first at a Cerberus and fought it.
You're fucking crazy, though. I mean, it's not an insult. It's just an observation. How'd it go?
I think we were getting through to her.
Here's hoping. Here is hoping.
I think I did a pretty good job. I will say, though, it took everything in my power not to stoop to her level. I have a very personal disdain for harpies.
Personally, I'm a big stooper. That's just me.
God.
Update. I think I'm beginning to master how to turn my fingers into lava.
That's what?
Sure.
Don't do that on the ship.
I mean, they get better. They improve rapidly.
Are you sure you should be holding the book if your fingers are going to become lava at some point?
I mean, it's not like a time bomb. It's a spell, Calder. They won't just spontaneously devolve into, oh god, it's happening! No, of course it's not happening.
What? Oh. Well, did you eat?
Did I eat? Of course did I eat. Mythos asked, I did not eat. What the fuck? I didn't eat. God damn it, I'm hungry.
Yeah, let's eat.
Anything else you guys would like to chat, discuss, or anything else?
At some point, probably after dinner, Calder will reach into his bag and pull out this small amulet and just kind of speak up as, before we left, I went back to that Zorn's concoctions and picked up this amulet. If we're going to the Old Woods, something that can protect the wearer from the effects of Fae or fiends, seems like a good idea, considering we could run into both. We'll probably run into both.
I mean, I don't need it because I'm pretty much awesome.
Which is this again?
The Bula Talisman. So long as you have an alignment of good, you have advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects cast by fiends or fae. And it does not require attunement.
Well, that's good. I mean, I am pretty much as good as it gets. So I could put it
That's
to
my
use.
line. Enough out of you.
Can it, kitty cat?
Well, hold on.
Perhaps Mythos might be the best idea. I would hate for our large friend to be turned on us.
I agree. It looks like he needs the help.
Well, now I don't want it. I'll have you know, I'm completely
Oh, I mean,
right hand on myself.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're totally right. You're incredible. Mm-hmm.
I'll take it just because it's pretty and matches my mane.
Okay. Right. It's very pretty. It's very fashionable.
Easy breezy, beautiful. Mythos girl.
As everything starts to wind down, the captain comes out with a bottle of wine and passes a little glass to each one of you that chooses to take it, and thanks you for not only besting the harpies and saving all of his crew members. And especially to you, Calder, he pours a second one, extra graceful, having witnessed what you had done and leaping over the side of the ship. You have you have definitely earned a lot of the respect from the other crew members, Calder, with that act, in sacrificing for someone else you really don't know. And that's that. Feel free to go ahead and do a long rest.
Okay.
As the captain's there,
ring.
Sarah will be like, "Yes, you are welcome. By the way, if something is to happen, and like somebody like tell your crew if like one of you gets thrown overboard or something and you can't retrieve them, as long as they're still close to the ship, let me know and I can help them. Just tell your crew if that happens, not to just to let it happen, you know."
So are you asking like to let? So he would
Like,
let
yeah.
the crew know that if they fall off the ship, just to get close to the ship.
Like, as long as they're close to the ship, you can come and get me, and as long as it's not I never got his name. Shit. Well, never mind. Any of them. As long as they're close to the ship, I can magic them to safety.
He looks kind of at you and says, "Less
Just
like
tell them. Just tell them if it happens to let it happen.
What was your name again? Small ass wipe."
Ass crack.
She's just gonna kind of like give the captain just like this long stare. I know you know what my name is. I know you remember it.
I have short-term memory loss. I don't know 100% what your name is. Spura? I think it's Spuria. Spurella.
Short P10.
Spurella. Anyway, so I will let the crew know. No, go bed.
You're not my dad.
This is my ship.
And you're not my dad.
Thank goodness, because you seem like you'd be a handful. All right, so
Bear
full
stays up
lights.
an extra hour just to like spite the captain. Like 2 lights up nearby.
He does not care.
I'll go to bed whenever I want to go to bed.
You
Have a
think that
bedtime.
you think it's that the whole
Yeah.
thing like I'm just gonna whatever. And he's like I don't fucking care. I'm not your
Yeah,
dad.
yeah, exactly. They're like, fucker wants to tell me when to sleep. Probably like grumbling to like the rest of the party, and who obviously doesn't want to hear it.
Sure.
Calder's just there trying to meditate, like, yes, how dare you? Okay.
If it weren't for us, that they were fucked. They probably never dealt with harpies. You know? Oh, and I mean, sure, like they're all like, "Oh my goodness, Calder, that was incredible." I fucking manifested. Do you know how hard it is to manifest ice out of nothingness and calculate it so that it doesn't blow anybody's faces off?
I do, actually. I was terrible at that class.
Right. You think some of the like they're good with knots, but not with. Anyways, am I keeping you up? I'm sorry if I'm keeping you up. Just say something.
I don't actually sleep, so it doesn't
Okay.
bother me.
Cool. Anyways, though, what was that one sailor's name?
So you guys have successfully finished your second day. You guys, if I think who's next, Gaia, if you can go ahead and roll in the table the sea omens. And the rollable.
Get some dolphins up in here.
Some dolphins. Yep.
Ooh.
They see me, omen. They rollin'.
Okay. All the little tables. Oh.
Oh shit! Nice. In the morning, or sometime during the next day, in the morning. Actually, it's not sometime. It is in the morning because this is a morning one. In the morning, you see Helios. Everyone is rung and brought up. The captain is out. You guys are out. The entire crew is out and just leaning across the starboard side as you witness Helios in his golden chariot in the distance, looking as if he is rising. As if the sun is rising from his chariot, and he's guiding the sun into the morning sky. And then he continues off into the distance magnificently, until you can no longer see him. And this is considered a very auspicious, very good omen, and everyone is in extremely high spirits.
I think at some point Calder probably leans over to Andromache and be like, do you think that's one of the gods with hair she was talking about, or different god with hair?
He snorts and just chuckles.
So that is, so I forgot I should have done the sea omens at the very beginning. That is my bad. So if someone else could go ahead and do, hold on, default. Who would I have? Hesperia? If you can do sailing the Cerulean Gulf. See if we get harpies again.
How do I roll it?
Yo, roll a 16 to 20. That sounds badass.
Do I? Oh, there it is.
At the bottom of the table.
Oh, a whale pod.
Oh, wait, I heard
Pretty close to
whirlpool.
dolphins. That's pretty close.
That's true. All right. As you guys continue forward, you guys are making it's a clear day. In the morning, you guys saw Helios rise with the sun rise with Helios. It is extremely. Everyone on deck is just thinking this is going to be the best day ever, and then it gets even better as you feel a low rumble around the ship, and moments later, a large group of whales breach the surface of the water. The whales have razor sharp teeth, and one of the creatures has the corpse of a colossal squid in its jaws. Despite their ferocious appearance, the creatures show little interest in your ship. They are no threat to you guys. They just are eating calamari.
Okay, good. When you said big teeth, I was like, oh, this cute moment's about to turn
I mean, it's
Oh,
magnificent. They just, you see their teeth and you're like, oh, well, I'm glad I'm not one of their snacks, but it's absolutely beautiful. Many of the sailors are like, oh, remember, we should have gone. It's like, this would have been great for whale hunting. And other ones are like, are you mad? They would take your ship down in a heartbeat. You can have a one-on-one talk with the Kraken or someone aside from that. After a few breaths on the surface or like, as you guys leave them alone, you see them tear apart their prey, eating it gleefully. At the end, they kind of like chill as your ship gets farther and further away as they kind of like hang out in there, and then they dive back down and disappear. But so
You know
far,
what?
I don't think we're going to teach that one how to boil water, guys.
No, but I would love, while they're like, you know, breaching and coming up close to the boat, I'm gonna go to the edge and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna
Yes.
start like, yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout? Like, no.
Big summer blowhole.
Oh my god. One of the younger ones.
Just say hi.
Yeah,
Just
one of the
wave.
young. Oh, that's so cute. Go ahead, continue.
No, those are just gonna like call out to like how's your day?
One of the younger ones that is watching as their relatives, the grandmother, so is teaching them the ways of the whale. Kind of just stop and look up at you and go, "Hi, how are you? What's your name?"
I'll just have a general conversation with a whale. But am I just making like, you know, fucking Finding
Dora.
Nemo like like Dory
Oh,
Dory noises?
Yep.
Like over the edge of the boat.
It's exactly what you're doing.
Like 20 feet behind Gaia, Hesperia's there, like talking to like Andromache, and it's just like, does she do this a lot?
Surprisingly, no, but also yes. Not normally with whales.
Should we be worried?
No, it's Gaia. She'll be fine.
I'm a little bit worried.
This is how we found a basilisk den once, believe it or not.
That's true. Very true.
I'll
What
just
are you
turn around and be like,
looking for?
hey, one of them says we smell really bad, and I'll go back to talking to the
Well, it's not me.
I think everyone just kind of slowly turns their
Just
heads
like
and looks at Shinny, or looks at Mythos, rather.
This is a little like, you know, self-sniff.
If any of you want to be like freshened up or anything like that, I do have a spell for it. But I mean,
Mythos smells like battle and divinity.
Wow.
What does divinity smell like?
Justice.
Glory.
Honor.
all I'm saying,
All of the above. Okay. Victory.
Mythos, wait. Hesperia, you already did it. So Mythos, if you can go ahead and roll a Sailing Wonders, please. This day seems to be pretty chill, contrary to the previous day. And stop me if you guys want to have like a chat. I know things are doing stuff. Oh, dang. Closer to the end of the day, towards like late afternoon, evening, you guys hear in the distance this cry out, like it's a very muffled though, and you hear up in the crow's nest. The crow's nest, it's not really a crow's nest, but you hear a couple of murmurs as sailors look over, and immediately they seem to know what this is, and they're like. And they just tisk and continue on their work. And they say, oh, such a great day. And that had to happen. Well, at least it's not one of us. We're good. We're doing our thing. This is why you take no oaths. This is why you break no oaths. And you look over and you can see a bunch of Erinries, whatever they're called, a murder of Erinries carrying what looks to most likely be an oathbreaker. Everyone in Thylea knows and understands that the Erinries are... They're the only creatures that really have almost all the power to do and bring justice. Like, severe justice. Like they will bring you to an island of oath breakers, which is in the Cerulean Sea, and leave them there to fend for themselves. At least that's what the whispers say. They, depending on the severity of the oath that has been broken, if it doesn't go through the normal judicial ways of whatever city that they are in, it has to be a pretty big oath to even like break against the gods and so on and so forth. And they are terrifying. They are enormous. They look almost as if they could be almost like a little bit smaller than a giant eagle, but pretty darn close. They have a very long wingspan, and in this light they are all a tawny brown gold, but they don't have any human features really, just a couple of indicative features of maybe some chi-chis and stuff like that, but nothing too like human it's not too human. It's just enough to give like those are definitely female as they fly off into the evening.
Okay.
Okay.
As it fly over.
Also,
like,
yeah,
good
I don't
to
think-
see me.
Did you
I
say to
think
see me?
Mythos,
Sorry. I take
but
it
yeah,
back.
How's the dragon egg doing?
I was just gonna say Mythos walks around with it in the bucket of seawater, like almost all the time.
It looks healthy. It hasn't grayed or anything like that. It constantly gives Mythos a like, yep, this feels good. I like what you're doing. Keep on doing it, Dad. And
I can't remember. I think I read in one of the like dragon info things that they typically hatch like after like 2 or 3 weeks.
I think it's 18 days. I believe.
Yeah, do we
18
get
days.
like any? Is there any knowledge that Hesperia might have, or be able to discern, like if this egg is like close to hatching or like not?
There's a difference
Fix it up.
between reading
Studies it.
knowledge. I think I would say there's a difference between reading knowledge and understanding fully having seen it. So if you
Sure,
can
sure,
go
sure.
ahead and roll a history or medicine.
Well, they're both. She's not proficient in any of that nonsense. I'll just make it an
Yeah.
intelligence history check. real quick.
If anyone's trying to help, like I would say either it would be history, nature, or medicine to figure this, or most probably nature and
What
less
am I
medicine.
proficient in?
She
I mean,
might-
have
she'll
some-
she'll take her own. Like,
I'm proficient in nature, but
she might pick it up, like turn it over, and like look at it a few times, and be like, "I think my expert opinion is that I don't fucking know." Plop
Yep.
it back down in the water.
It's an egg.
I'm proficient in animal handling and survival.
Yeah.
Mythos would he's more helping other people.
Yeah. This would be like knowing, I guess, the biology, I suppose, of like something about to be birthed. So
She would share that information though, if it's not common knowledge. She's like, I read in a book that they hatch after like 18 or so days if they're healthy, as long as they're not, dying. It looks healthy. Put her ear up to it. Sounds like the ocean. That's crazy. Yeah, just let it be. I guess she'll continue to what she do? Did she do shocking grasp on it? She can continue to do that each day, just to if it's not hurting anything, might as well continue trying.
It's absolutely fine. You can see that its color is starting to shift to be more bronzy, but it still has that like slightly mood ring-esque sheen coloring to it. But I would say it's almost somewhat safe to assume that this is probably a bronze dragon egg, perhaps. At least that's what it kind of looks like it. Maybe that's what it was originally. All right, anything you guys would like to discuss on this third day?
just I have like an above board question. Were we ever told how long it would take to reach where we were going, assuming there were no like weather
6 days.
delays? Gotcha.
So halfway there, as long as there's no like crazy delays in weather.
Update everybody. It's still a bit hit or miss, and I'm not going to bore all of you all with like the process of strengthening the mind and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure I at least have the incantation now for sending people to actual hell. So that's cool.
That's good, I guess.
Oh. What? Who are we traveling with, guys?
I mean, if hell is an endless void where you're eternally alone, and if eternal only means for like a minute or so.
I mean, that's all it takes for some people, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'd go fucking batshit insane.
What?
Vanished.
No way. I think you got a
you-
strong stalwart mind.
You know,
You could
you're right.
you
Thank
definitely
guys. You're
could go
right.
longer than 60 seconds without talking. I believe in you.
So, but you do realize, like, you signed up with the good guys.
Right. I'm not going to send you all to actual hell. The bad people there.
There's like, what did they call it? The
And you might
Geneva
ask.
Convention.
You might ask, how do I know if they're the bad guys or not? If they're fighting us, they're the bad guys. Boom. Problem solved. Deduction complete.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Honestly, if we interact, we were talking about fiends or whatnot. Fiends don't typically originate to Thylea itself, and it could banish them back elsewhere. But again, I haven't fully mastered like the power behind the spell yet. But the incantation, I could scare the shit out of them, make it seem like I'm casting it. And if they're smart enough to know what the spell is, but too dumb to realize that I'm not casting it, then we could use that.
But if they are smart enough to recognize it and that you aren't casting it, they will probably make it their life's mission to kill you.
Yeah, but they can't.
I appreciate the confidence.
You're welcome. Dragonlords don't die in battle at a young age.
Most of them did.
I'm gonna need to see some sources on that.
I'm pretty sure only like 3 survived.
Okay, but see,
Past
pretty
the
sure isn't actually sure. That wouldn't fly in like an academic setting, and that's really what this is.
Well, let's see. Xander Heroth died. Adonis
Never heard
Noadagan.
Never heard of him.
Because he's
Telemark
dead?
Arklander.
Never heard of him.
'Cause he's dead?
You raise an interesting point, Gaia.
I mean,
All right, how
there's
about
a reason
this?
you wear the red shirt.
I have a blue shirt. This is blue. Are you colorblind, Mythos?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Yes. So
I'm trying to make sure of that in any future plans.
Oh my god. I wasn't ready for that answer. Yes.
I think other than fooling around, I think yeah.
Okay.
I think we're good.
All right. So you guys steadily getting a little bit used to each other a little bit more, a little quirky, a little like not still. It's only been the 3rd day really, and you guys have a pretty good night. Gaia, on the deck before night falls, could you go ahead and just roll a general perception check?
Yep. Finding it. Boom. Boom. Well, not bad, not bad.
Not bad. You could have swore that maybe it was in your head that you were like, oh yeah, I've heard, yeah, this just like it's a good song. Just like, yeah, yep. And then you kind of like, wait a minute. You could have swore you heard something out there. And then it faded and disappeared, and you look out and you don't see anything. You don't see anything in the sky. It's a clear night. It's still considered like the second day or moon, whatever. The second day of the new moon, so it's still pretty bright out, and you're like, you don't see any harpies. Wonder if maybe
New
they came
moon?
back.
New moon is dark, right? New moon is dark.
Not new moon. I'm full moon, because that's what it was in the previous night.
Okay.
But subject to change depending on the situation. And you kind of look out. You're like, I don't know. That's definitely a siren song, not a harpy song. Harpy don't sing that. It's interesting. But it kind of comforts you a little bit, as it's been a while. It's just been it's been a few.
Been a while.
Been a while. Jeez. It's conditioned, everybody. Everyone's conditioned for that.
Like my
Do I know the song being sung, or is
Yes.
it just like I could? Okay, well
It's-
I'll just start singing it back.
That's the song that's being sung.
It'd be something cool like death metal song or
It's
something.
been a long time without you, my friend.
Oh no, please stop.
Paul's not here.
Yeah, it's definitely a song that is a very well-known song for sirens. It kind of stems from a old song sung before the time of the destruction of the island of sirens. And it's just kind of like it feels good, a bit of longing, joy, sadness, just all of the things, as it kind of continues on in now just your mind, as you no longer hear it outside, and you're not entirely sure if it was just a memory or maybe you did hear something. Not sure.
So when I was hearing it, if I were to recognize the song, I think I would go to the direction of the ship where she's hearing the singing and start singing into the distance back, like to match the song being sung, to see if I don't know.
And here's a question. When Gaia is doing that and Calder is, I assume, somewhere else on the ship, does he recognize the song that she's now singing?
You absolutely would. Having had a siren rife,
Rife.
Rife singing it to wifey.
Wait, what?
Having also sung it to
Oilies.
We didn't know that. You spoiled it.
Oh.
Yeah, you
you
spoiled
guys
that.
don't know. None of y'all know. Shush.
Yeah.
And also
That knowledge has been spoken of.
also to little ones. You definitely know that song.
Yeah, so Calder is probably just sitting somewhere else on the boat and just silently kind of listening, thinking back on, happier times.
As the siren sings, the entire boat gets quiet, and soon peace falls upon everyone who sleeps, and then everyone has a really good night rest.
If you could, maybe Hesperia might, if I could have, like, Hesperia hear it, and, like, maybe head up to the boat, like, to find the source, and just, like, watch Gaia from, like, she won't interrupt, just watch for a bit.
We're like Hesperia.
Oh my god.
And once Gaia ends, maybe just kind of a few moments later, it's a really pretty song.
Thanks.
We
So-
learned it.
It's from my dad's. It's a
Like,
historic song for sirens. Comes from before the calamity.
made me miss things.
And we're good at that.
I'm pretty good at missing things too. Family.
Sorry.
I'm talking about my mom. I miss my mother.
Oh no. Yeah.
That's funny to you?
Out of game, man. Yeah, that was really fucking funny.
Hesperia is secretly a stormtrooper? Like,
She has rolled her only attack roll so far has been a nat 1, so I mean.
It's true. But still took down 2 harpies.
Oh yeah.
Well, sorry, I miss
Sorry.
my mother as well. I can relate to that. It's not
I
fun.
heard you mentioned that there was a sickness on your family.
Sort of, yeah. from my mom's side, but
Like a generational thing, or
I don't really know. It's kind of why I'm out here. How do you know this?
you mentioned it. You mentioned the family sickness thing. I was trying to curse on Calder, sickness on you.
Oh, just drawing a blank. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it is, other than my mother had some kind of illness befall her, and I believe Versi told me it was not natural.
Is she okay?
She is dead.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Damn, it's all right. I've come to peace with it, but I'm working to find out
Yeah.
why and how to not suffer the same fate.
Is your father just fine though?
Yes, it seems to affect women more than men, if at all.
That's unlucky for you.
It's a bit, yeah. But that's I've come to peace with it many years ago.
Part of me kind of wonders if it was kind of like the opposite on my family. All my brothers and dad are dead.
They
But
get
I
sick
mean,
too?
well, I don't want to say it's kind of bullshit to be honest, but I'm not going to say it was unjustified necessarily. It was just kind of bullshit.
Sure.
They were my family. We used to handle some merchant transportation in this Arisia, and they were betrayed, and a fight happened. And they were all fighters except for my little brother, but I'm here.
That is bullshit.
Pretty bullshit. Are we trying to figure out the curse? Is that where we're going? I'm not entirely sure. I know there's like stuff happening, but is this a lead? Do we know how to investigate you?
Uh,
Is it like Lutheria's doing it?
I have no idea. I just know that through our journeys, eventually something will come up. I believe there was a direction to which I could head, but it's, to be quite honest, slipping my mind at the moment. I know that
It's pretty.
Calder and Andromache had some guidance to head out this way from Versi.
Wait, Percy told you that? Percy told you all of that?
Well, not directly. She
Oh, okay.
more so gave us a prophecy and a general guideline and who to talk to next and where our paths take us, and this is now all cultivated to heading east. Along with the what is the boat called?
Ultros.
The Uruguay, something like that. I don't know. Some
I think it's the Yolanda.
I think that's that's in one of the other hemispheres, isn't it? Yes, I've heard of that.
There's
The
some
Queen Anne
boat
Hathaway's
over there.
Revenge.
Oh my god.
It
Y'all.
is.
Okay, guys, I know that I cannot do names. I get it. But...
That is kind of crazy. All the like I did speak to Versi. I told her, I was like, tell me the prophecy about how I'm going to become a Dragonlord, and she was just like, yep, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, she's an interesting character to say the least. She was very vague with everything we were doing.
She is. She's kind of a little bit vapid. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Vapid.
I don't.
I don't understand that terminology.
I don't. You hear so many wonderful things about people, and then you meet them, and they're just kind of a bit disappointing.
Never meet your heroes. Yes.
Right. Which is why it's good that you're not my heroes. You're Thylea's heroes.
That's true. That's good. I'm glad I could not be a disappointment.
Well, hopefully we find the answers. Hey, if there's any sort of cursed people, any sort of demons or fae or fuckers, I'll fireball them for them. Fireball them for you.
I appreciate the sentiment. Don't quite know what a fireball is, but I have a general mental thought process that goes into that.
Hesperia is just gonna hold up her hands and like wiggle her fingers. I can turn my fingers into lava. Good night.
Okay. I like will put up a finger like she's gonna ask. Like, that's a good start. We'll start there. I think I will spend most of the night just like singing off the side of the ship into the night, longing for home, being on the water. You know, missing the cliff sides and the pops and pop.
Pop and pop.
Just stay above ship for the night.
Okay. Okay. I am watching time, so we have time for one more thing. In the morning, I need someone to roll double something for performance. 10. Hey, it's getting a little late.
Seeing how the night of singing went, little raspy, little sad, voice is cracking, you know.
Yeah, probably need to drink some lemon.
Oh no!
Lemon honey
She's gonna
water
wake
in the
up.
morning.
She's gonna wake up Depresso Bird.
A hot toddy.
A hot toddy, yes. Okay, who's next? So Mythos went,
I think
Andromache.
it's back up to.
Who's back?
Andromache did it. Oh yeah, back to the top.
Yeah, back to the top. Could you go ahead and do a Sea Omen?
Sea Omen. I sure
Barely even know
can.
'em.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Did you get the... Oh, okay. I like it. In the distance, there is a roll of thunder. And everyone who wakes everyone wakes up and they hear this in the distance. They look out and they see clouds and they can see the waves starting to shift. Some of them do a prayer to Sidon as he is Lord of Storms, praying that that storm misses them and they alleviate his ire. Some who do not follow Sidon but are still a little superstitious do a prayer to either Helios as well as excuse me, do the warding of sight of the twins, which is to flick down the third eye on their forehead. Some others pray to Valus, and all in all, it seems to be a little bit more of a tense day, a tense start, I should say. Could then Calder?
Think once like the thunder start, like we hear the thunder, maybe do we see like any like distant storm clouds or anything?
Oh yes, yeah. You see stuff in the distance, and you're just hoping it doesn't
Seeing
come
that
here.
once all that happens, Hesperia's like, oh shit, those shit. Then we'll put out like a little like makeup kit, start like touching herself up a little bit.
Okay.
I
Like, if I'm going to die, I'm not going to die ugly.
Hey, that's that. They
Narcissus would be
change.
infuriated with me.
It's true. Gotta die beautiful. Now I get it. Who was I gonna say? Those of you who have heard Narcissus, it's like, who's Narcissus? Or like, was he a god? I'm not entirely sure. Calder, could you go ahead and roll a sailing the Cerulean Gulf, please?
Hell yeah. What
Bring
could
back the
possibly
heartbeat.
go wrong? A lot could go wrong.
Oh god, what does that mean?
Happy DM, that's what that means.
What a bad day.
This would be such a perfect point to be like, and we'll pick this up next week. Just leave us with that. Oh, I got to see you go next week. Have a great night.
No, but I think that is so much fun. At the same time, I want to make sure you guys can kind of maybe plan it a little bit.
It's that kind of
Your ship sails into a patch of deep crimson water that stretches as far as the eye can see. Gory chunks of sea creatures as well as the occasional humanoid corpse floats in the waves. Worse than the sight of all the carnage is the pervasive stench of rotting flesh and the coppery tang of blood. As this gore-filled body of water in this patch of sea, it's about a mile across, which is very, very wide. And you can see half-eaten sharks, whales, dolphins, and even merfolk.
And we don't have the guy that needs merfolk scales with us anymore.
Oh, shucks. As you guys continue to sail, it gets seemingly increasingly shallow, and I need you all to roll those of you who would be watching this and maybe even being a little bit more perceptive, minus you, Calder, I'll get to you in a minute. Go ahead and roll perceptive checks. Calder, with your ridiculous 19, though. So you got.
Hey, yo, who turned the water red?
Oh yeah, y'all not Constitution. You did Constitution
No,
Hesperia?
yeah, that was for a different thing. I did.
Oh, you didn't throw up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the smell. It's so.
It's pretty gross. It's pretty bad.
She doesn't have a great constitution, but she does manage. She definitely doesn't handle the smell gracefully, but she doesn't make a fool of herself entirely.
I get it. As the water becomes increasingly shallow, for some reason, the sea bottom looks to be about maybe only 20 feet down below. Calder, your Eladrin eyes witness that there is something in the center of this bloody water, and there looks to be 1, 2, 3 very, very large, thick, snake-like things moving slightly, like withering, slithering, writhing over and under each other. And Ornithea sees this as well, but with the bird's eye view of Ornithea, and at the same time, Ornithea and Calder, you both realize and scream out, Hydra. And now we went.
Yo, no.
Harbored.
Don't worry. It just ate.
Okay. Go ahead and pause that here. Y'all, I cannot wait to show you the Hydra token that I got. Are you all ready for this? It's going to be
Did
lit.
you get it from Onslow?
Wait, Onslow made one?
No.
I'm
You gave it to me first.
token.
You gave it to me first.
Oh, shit! Oh, wait, now I got to change my Hydra token. Oh, this is beautiful. Like, it
This
matches.
is acquired from the server, the Odyssey, the Dragonlords server, but I did not make this. I did not own rights to it. It was provided.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Now, I will ask Ellie real
Uh-huh.
quickly. It is something that I've been assuming, but I haven't said it. Is
Uh-huh.
that in the morning, Hesperia, as she's like getting ready, she casts mage armor on herself. Typically, is that okay? Does it last for 8 hours?
I would say yeah, because you
Okay.
are on the sea. I would say, like, unless you say that you're taking off your armor, I'm assuming you're sleeping in it.
Well, no. So it only lasts for 8 hours. So like, she.
I'm just saying in general.
She
for
wouldn't
everybody.
recast. Yeah, she wouldn't recast it overnight.
Okay.
Um,
So just during the
But,
day for 8
yeah,
hours you would cast it, but during the night you would not. This goes for anybody.
So
unless
that's
you
an interesting. Sorry, finish.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that just for anybody, if you would like to keep your armor on, I'm assuming you're sleeping with your armor. I'm not saying again that you're taking your armor off. So just preface if you are. Go ahead.
So I was gonna say, technically, Mage Armor isn't a concentration spell, right?
correct. Yeah, you can.
Would it
leave
persist if you were asleep?
Yeah.
So you can cast it on yourself right before going to bed, and then
Yeah.
it will end right before you finish your long rest. You'll
Yeah.
get the spell slot back.
Yep.
Huh.
You could also,
Major
depending
roulette,
on
major
depending on how the
pajamas.
DM rules it, you could cast it right before your long rest ends.
And just have it roll over like cheating work. Okay.
It is kind of cheaty. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it myself, but
Your
like,
long rest,
it would've-
how would you... I assume the long rest ends when you wake up.
No, not necessarily.
A long rest
hours.
allots for up to 2 hours of you standing watch,
Oh, right.
or doing light activities like reading a book.
Making
True.
breakfast can be part of the long rest, etc. yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think Hesperia has quite that much foresight yet,
Yeah.
so she does it in the morning as part of her preparation stuff. She's also, you guys also would see
Skincare
that she-
routine.
Yeah, you also would see that she spends like a fair bit, like probably like 15 to 30 minutes each morning reading from her spell book, pulling out components, checking them, things like that. She's pretty meticulous about that.
Is it done in a like ritualistic manner, or is it just like just like a someone who's keeping track of everything manner?
Yeah, more like that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and close out this session. If you guys can figure out next week, be all types of fun and games for me. I can't wait. I think I'm gonna take your token, or those lovely individual tokens. That's super helpful where all of the heads are separated. And continue on next week on the 19th. So we have game on the 15th. I might not be able to make it. I'm not entirely sure. I will let you know. But my sister's gonna be in town, and we're thinking of doing something that evening.
Sweet.
Wait.
So I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, and keep playing.
Good night.